What's going on, everybody? I'm here on a country road outside of where I live. I've never been down this road before. I had to come down here on a detour because of construction, and then when I saw the area I said, you know what, I should really make a Google pin to come back here for later when the weather is right. And today is that day. I have free time. It's nice and mild out, so I'm hopeful to what I might see tonight. So let's see. First find of the day is this tiny little hatchling Midland painted turtle. And there wasn't just one, there were actually many. In fact, there were 8 of them. There was another guy here. He was actually releasing a group of them that he found on one of his worksite jobs. He did landscaping and was cutting grass and found them there. So it was just great timing that we both met up and I could get some footage of the release into the water. It's always great to see people who care about our local wildlife as much as I do, and even doing something as simple as collecting them from where they don't belong and bringing them to a much suitable area for them to thrive is a-okay in my books. As night falls, you see a whole new cast of characters come out. First were these 2 male green frogs sitting in the shallows in the reeds, and they're getting ready to establish themselves to start calling for the night. I didn't hear any green frogs calling in the distance, and these ones didn't get started. But then again, we startled them by stepping in the water, and they jumped out of the way before we actually noticed they were there. Here's another male green frog, and what I liked about this one is that it was pretty much a uniform like key lime green color, which was really unique to see. Green frogs are a widespread and common species that almost every person has seen before when they go to their local pond or wetland. After walking around the pond for a little while, I did hear some American toads calling in the background, so I walked over and followed the noise, and eventually I did find them. There were 4 of them there, all males. You could tell that they have their territories and they're calling, and here's this male calling away here. I find American toads have a very unique, almost bird-like, chirping-like call. Take a look at this male American toad that Jeremy's holding here. You can see when you look at the first set of digits on the forehand that they're swollen and they've changed color from being their typical kind of grayish brown green to black. And the swollenness actually helps with the males when they're in amplexus and copulating on the female's back to actually push and press the eggs out of her to fertilize them. This small American toad almost went unseen, sitting motionless in the pond muck as we were walking by on the trail. Okay, honey, we'll tell everybody what you found.
Well, I found this little snail here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, little snail.
Where's the second one?
There's one here.
It's not only the frogs and toads that are out tonight, it's also a whole slew of insects that are walking and running across the trail. Oh, he's a peppy little thing. Yeah. This American toad was hopping across the road to get to the pond on the other side, and so we casually picked him up and brought him where he needs to go so he wouldn't get hit by a car. The last sighting of the night was another green frog. This one's a juvenile and has plenty of growing to do. There were a lot of green frogs out tonight, but none of them were calling, and I saw way more than I showed on the video here. So like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.